Every exam season starts with the same heroic fantasy. Students imagine that waking up before dawn, sacrificing all their free time, and studying for 10 hours straight is the only path to a top score. But the examination hall does not your ability to retrieve information accurately and apply it under pressure. To meet that standard, we are going to build a functional system. By the end of this, you will have 3 concrete assets: a categorized syllabus map, a 65-minute active study routine, and a diagnostic error log. The objective is to replace the uncertainty of hoping you will remember with a process designed to prove your own readiness before you even enter the hall. Step 1. Gather your syllabus, a blank notebook, and 4 highlighters: green, yellow, red, and black. Look at this syllabus map. Go through every chapter and assign it a category. Green for strong concepts you can easily maintain. Yellow for moderate areas where you understand the basics but still make mistakes. Red for weak chapters that need complete relearning. And black for material you haven't touched yet. Staring at a list of 12 unfinished chapters creates panic. Staring at a plan where 3 chapters are weak, 2 require practice, and 7 just need maintenance creates a highly manageable set of missions. Effective preparation only begins when you transform a passive reading list into actionable performance data. This timer graphic breaks down a strict 65-minute study block. Measuring progress in hours is a mistake if most of that time is spent passively rereading. Instead, we use this 25-5-20-10 framework to force active learning. Spend the first 25 minutes isolating a single concept. Do not skim a whole chapter. Read the text, study the worked example, and figure out the exact mechanics of that one specific topic. Next, take 5 minutes to explain that concept out loud. Pretend you are teaching it to someone younger. If you stumble over your words or get confused, your brain hasn't processed the logic yet. Then comes the most difficult phase. Close the book. Push it away. For 20 minutes, retrieve what you just learned without a safety net. Looking at a page and thinking, "I know this," is just simple recognition. True recall requires you to reconstruct the formula, draw the diagram, and list the key points on a blank sheet of paper strictly from memory. Finally, use the last 10 minutes to apply your knowledge. Test yourself immediately against practice questions or past papers. Because this routine forces your brain to independently reconstruct information, one 65-minute block generates far deeper mastery than an entire afternoon of highlighting familiar textbook pages. The questions in your application phase will expose flaws. Take the final 5 minutes of your study session to perform an autopsy on those mistakes using an error log. This split-screen comparison shows why you shouldn't rewrite entire paragraphs of theory. Keep your log incredibly lean. Set up 3 clear columns: the subject, the specific error type, and the fix. Divide every mistake strictly into one of 3 categories. Careless errors mean you need better checking habits. Knowledge gaps mean you genuinely didn't know the concept and must relearn it. Application gaps mean you knew the theory but couldn't apply it to an unfamiliar question. Categorizing these errors dictates your exact starting point for the next day. Instead of a general review, you have a specific repair manual. If you wait until the entire syllabus is finished before you go back to revise Chapter 1, the knowledge will already be gone. This calendar schedule demonstrates a spaced revision ladder. You must systematically pull concepts back into your brain at specific intervals: Day 1, Day 3, Day 7, Day 14, and Day 30. The type of work scales up at each step. Day 1 is just a quick mental recall. Day 7 is a targeted mini-test. By Day 30, you are pulling the concept from memory alongside completely mixed topics. Distributing your learning across these intervals eliminates the need for chaotic night before cramming. It forces the brain to lock the material into permanent retention. You now have the complete architecture of a high-performing student: a color-coded syllabus map, an active 65-minute timer block, and a diagnostic mistake tracker. A 90-plus score is the visible evidence of this system at work. It represents the thousands of small decisions you made to prioritize retrieval over passive reading. Look at your completed score map right now. Select one chapter marked red or black, set your timer, and immediately run a 25-5-20-10 block. Do the work. When the exam paper finally lands on your desk, you won't be hoping for a good result. You will be executing a trained response.